Reports are claiming fake news in relation to Manchester United being involved, interested in a transfer for Micky van der Ven. Of course, Tottenham are down there in the mud, probably heading to the EFL. All right? Away at Deepdale. That's what they're on, away at Carrow Road. But reports are saying that Man United aren't actually interested in Van der Ven. And Fabrizio Romano is saying Man United could sign a defender, but it depends what happens with Harry Maguire. Now, I've already spoke about that here, about should we or should we not give Harry Maguire a new deal. Still feel free to let me know about that. Micky van der Ven? He's moving like Vicky van der Ven at the moment. Micky van der Ven, let's be honest, I like him. He's good. But fix my midfield first. Fix my left wing. Give me a fullback. And we probably will need another centre-back once I've sorted those things. I probably need another striker as well to help Benjamin Sesko out. But Micky van der Ven, he's all right. But listen, he's got cheese strings for hamstrings as well. Do you know what I'm saying? We've got injury problems already. So I'm not too sure about that one, man. Even if we do need a centre-back, I'm not sure it should be him, even though he is good. Let me know what you guys are saying. Smash a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. I think I've got Owen with me. I think that's him. I've gone live this morning, not really knowing if this is the guy that I've been working with for the past 5 years. I think it is Owen, but it might not be, people. It might not be. Owen, is it you?
Good morning. Maybe Raw Optimum VT Flex. Raw Optimum VT.
Today's video is sponsored by our friends at Oxford Natural and their all-new natural supplement, Optimum Day and Night. Thousands across the UK, USA and beyond are smashing their health goals with Oxford Natural. Optimum Day gives you steady energy, curbs your cravings and keeps your metabolism firing all day. Optimum Night helps you relax, get restorative sleep, recover and keep burning fat while you rest. It's not a magic pill, but it will help you reach your health goals. Check out some of the incredible results. 2 of our own. Owen lost over 100 pounds in 10 months and KG dropped 30 pounds in 4 months. In 8 months, football legend Michael Owen lost 35 pounds and Robbie from AFTV, Don Robbie, lost over 80 pounds. And in 6 months, Anita, an award-winning immigration lawyer, lost 44 pounds. And Linda, a law firm executive, lost over 50 pounds. No gimmicks, no needles, just results. Oxford Natural, let's get to work.
Yep, you can get your Optimum Day and all that. I'm in flex. I'm in bits. You can get your Oxford Natural. You can get your Optimum Day. Scan the QR code. Subscribe. Save 70% off your first order. You can get your Optimum Day.
Oh,
yeah, there you go. Which is good for your weight loss goals. You can get your Optimum Night. Yeah.
Oh, hold on.
It's taking a little bit.
Yeah.
Another one. And get them individually, any which way you please. Be responsible and be safe. You know what I mean, folks?
Yeah.
Because
good advice.
Yeah. Because for those that are tuning in, going, what's going on wrong with Owen? What's happened? Well, yesterday I did the punishment of the Senna Lomans sour lemon sweets. Right here, the big bag. This one. Yeah, can't really see. So it had a warning on the back. I'll read the warning again. It said, excessive consumption within a brief time period may cause temporary mouth and or stomach irritation. That's what it said.
And or.
And they weren't lying. They weren't lying. Yeah, the stomach was actually surprisingly fine. But folks, if you're planning on doing a similar kind of punishment, don't do it. And the reason I say don't do it is because it turns the inside of your mouth into like Freddy Krueger's ass or something like that. I looked it up on Google, and it said that the sourness was similar to battery acid. So Yeah. So the inside, and I thought I was okay. I thought, you know what, it was sour, but it's fine. I did the sky thing. I went up on the channel, and I did okay then because it was right after the show, and then later on in the day, flex.
What's going on? Like just
you know, I was saying yesterday, I was like, oh, I'm actually storing it in my cheeks. Pause.
Yeah.
I'm putting the side of my mouth because it hurt my tongue. Yeah. Don't do that. It'll burn through your tongue. It'll burn through your cheek. Sorry. It will burn through. And then when I went to eat yesterday, it burns through your teeth as well. I couldn't eat anything when I was biting on stuff. No, don't do it. Don't do it. So, but I'm not a scammer. I do owe one, and I will do that on Sunday. I will do that on Sunday during the match. And if there are any more that I need to do, I will do it during the match because I am accountable.
I have to say, I admire your commitment to this. I was worried. I'm all about accountability. Like I said, I want that here. I brought that up and I said it. However, if we're being honest,
at Zuta Magruder super chatted $5. Morning boss man Owen. Hope you feel better soon. And Flex. I hope you're feeling better after Onana ruined your mood. Big ups, Cutie Pie and Owen.
Yeah, big ups to you.
Yeah.
Big up. Yeah.
There's been a song that's been made about the damage that's been done as well, Flex. Don't know if you've heard this.
He regrets what he has said. Lemon flames upon his tongue spread. Oh, and sorry. Oh, and sorry. Can't speak up anymore. Lemon sweets have sealed his fate. Now his mouth won't cooperate.
We got messages yesterday. We got a lot of DMs, comments, people saying how much they enjoyed the show and all this type of stuff. Because we left in a different space to you guys yesterday. You guys probably felt like, oh, brilliant. I'm in such a good mood, ready for the day. I didn't feel like that for various reasons. Owen certainly didn't feel like that for various reasons. Shout out you know who you are. DM me saying this. Don't apologize for that type of show. It's brilliant. It's ready for the day. And again, we've pretty much done it again, nearly 10 minutes. We ain't even spoken about what's going on out there in the United world. We had stuff to deal with. I mean, it's even going on in the free seats. I mean, it's I wanna start the show. I want to start the show.
Yeah. Lil Yo is encouraging people to put lemon emojis in the chat. That upsets me. So no lemon emojis in the chat, please. No lemon emojis. That upsets me greatly. Micky van der Ven Flex. It's not happening. Fake news. Fake news is what's got this. I'm all over the place. I'm all over the place, Fleck. Yes, Fabrizio Romano has said there's no serious interest in Micky van der Ven from Manchester United. United's focus remains on midfield, where they'll invest big in that position. Now, it is possible that United sign. There's too many lemon emojis. It's possible that United sign a defender, but it depends on if Harry Maguire leaves or stays. Which the other day they were saying he was going to stay, but now it's gone a little bit quiet again, hasn't it? Maybe because of, I don't know why, because it's Manchester United, maybe. But I saw before we started in the chat, some people were saying they're not having Van der Ven. He's not good. Where do you rate on
that? He is good. I'd say I do like Van der Ven. I think he is good. But I do see what they're saying in terms of investing big into him. Is he that guy? Is he as reliable as we would like? I think that the injuries he's had have been an issue. You know, obviously, fast twitch fibers and all. He gets, I don't know if I'm making it up because that is one thing I don't like doing is just, you know what I mean? He's had one injury, but it feels like he's had loads.
Would you like me to have a look?
Yeah, because I don't like to. I don't, again, accountable. People say
don't want to end up like me.
Yeah, exactly. Because the first thing I think of Micky van der Ven is hamstring always gone. Spends a lot of time out injured. However,
believe. At Lily Oyo _ super chatted £9.99. Why was the lemon depressed? It had lost all of its zest. Lemon emoji, lemon emoji, lemon.
We're not doing that again.
You can't silence people.
Okay, it's finished. So that's 2 on Sunday.
Yeah,
at the moment.
write that down. Yeah,
write it down. Well, they'll remember it. They'll keep it.
Yeah, they won't let you forget.
And that'll be it. And that'll be it. And that'll be it. No,
at least you know what you're working with.
Exactly. At least know what we're working with. What was I looking up? Injury history, right? Injury history of Micky van der Ven. I'll go on to was it Transfer Market? There you go. Injury history. Injury history.
Is he actually injury prone, or is it just he's had one? Oh, okay, good. So what we thought was right. Good. The feeling is right. Yeah. Is it safe to say the feeling's right? Fucking hell! Look at the hamstrings, bro.
Yeah.
Oh my god! It happened even at Wolfsburg before he got here.
You know, like when you go on, like you hear that and you go on then someone's thing and it's like a couple of injuries. No, it's very true.
At Zuta Magruder super chatted $5. I would honestly want him, but is it just me, or would he make a much better left back with that speed and technical skills? Plus, he's good looking.
Wow.
Listen, you can direct that at Micky van 100%. Yeah,
Max on board with that one.
If that's what you feel, bro, yeah, that's, you know, if you and your wife feel that Micky's good looking, that's up to you. But I do like right. Okay, what I like about this is not the fact that he's injured, but at least our assessment is
all right this season.
It's not an agenda. Yeah, he actually done all right this season. Well,
yeah,
that's weird. So he's actually he's only missed one game this season. That's not right.
I just had a knock. That's it.
Really?
Yeah.
Look at his appearances this season.
This season, I'll have a look.
That's weird.
I'll go back up to here. Stats. Current season.
Yeah.
Look, yeah. Been regular.
No, look at Spurs pleading poverty. Fucking Van der Ven's been there every single game, mate. And Romero's only just got himself sent off. So hold on a minute. They want all this sympathy. Man's played nearly every game.
Yeah.
Tell you what,
best player's not available.
He's his fucking highest scorer. 7 goals, 1 assist, mate.
Yeah, not bad.
So yeah, he is.
At Chrism 2712 super chatted £9.99. With the amount of lemon-coloured super chats, it can pay for Owen's new belt fleck.
That's not Asher. That's me. That's my stomach and my mouth after yesterday. Fucking hell. That's free. That's free on Sunday. That's free on Sunday, and that's a solo stream, I think, as well. Actually, DJ's on holiday.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
At Zuta Magruder super chatted $5. My bad. Didn't mean to make you feel jealous. We all know you're still handsome and yummy. In a non-sus way. So relax. Also, own and out.
You asked for that one, Flex. Because you should have reacted to the last one. Just move on.
All I said, I was just saying.
You said you could direct that towards Van der Ven, and then you knew it was going to come back round. You knew. Hey, play with fire, you get burnt, just like the inside of my mouth.
You play with sour, you get burnt. There you go.
Yeah, play with sour, you get no power. You get your powers drained. I'm telling you. Unbelievable. But yes, Van der Ven. So actually, is the darkness behind him?
Nah, that's a real life. That's a real life dossier of hamstrings. Like I said, cheese strings for hamstrings, bro. The fact that there's so many, even like at Wolfsburg before he got here, is alarming. In terms of him, the player, if we got him as a left centre back instead of Leacher, you know, he's not as good on the ball as Leacher. He's more physical, he's quicker and stronger in some areas. But no, I don't. Yeah, and actually, do you know what? Zuta actually makes a good point when he's talking about his football.
Does
he? Yeah, he does. With his football bit, saying, I would honestly want him, but is it just me, or would he make a much better left back with the speed and technical skills that he has? And he has played left back a few times for them. He is versatile enough to play there, but he's not a thoroughbred left back, is he? Well, I don't know. I just wouldn't spend big money on him. But if they got relegated and he was cut price, you know, he could be a bargain. If you
But
would you take a gamble on him for 35 million because of a relegation clause?
for something like
Or
that,
would
then
the injury still not be?
yeah, something like that I would. But I think it's like, so we're saying about he could play left centre back or left back. He's replacing Leacher or Shaw. We're replacing two injury-prone players with someone of his history. That doesn't seem like, maybe the smartest thing. I was just scrolling this morning as well on the timeline, since we're talking about left backs and stuff like that. This is when something. We were talking about Luke Shaw the other day, saying that people made up their mind on him a long time ago, so they won't give him credit or what have you. I saw this. Someone made like a graphic. It's called the Luke Shaw cycle.
Oh man! Oh no! So it's not an agenda; it is actually real that he gets.
They're calling it the Luke Shaw cycle. It says, if you want to know when a major international tournament is approaching, don't look at the calendar. Check Luke Shaw's medical records. For most years, Shaw is increasingly a fragile player in the Premier League, but like clockwork, when the tournament year rolls around, he becomes a durability machine. And they've sort of posted like his last sort of 3 seasons where he's played the most football in the Premier League have all been when a major tournament is, which is kind of amazing, isn't it? Euros 2020 plays 32 games. Next season plays 20, which is, look, that's still high for sure. Yeah. World Cup year, 31 games. Next 2 seasons, 12, 7. World Cup year, 24 games.
Fuck it.
That is kind of wild, isn't it? I'm not saying that it's like an actual thing.
It's crazy because it's true that the numbers suggest this.
I'm not saying it's an actual thing, like he's actively doing it or whatever. You know what I mean? Like getting injured on non-World Cup years or what have you. But
because I don't think he is. I don't think he's actively trying to do that. However, if we're honest, it again, like what we checked with Van der Ven, you can't just say something without any substance. There's real life substance there. It's not just a made up agenda where it feels like he always gets fit for World Cups and Euros. Well, the evidence does suggest that in the last 5 years.
Apart from, I suppose, the one time he just didn't, which was like the 12 games one where he still went to the Euros, and still played. The seasons where he's played the most games tend to be when there's a major tournament. He
went into the last Euros injured. They had to wait for him.
Exactly.
Gareth Southgate brought him there injured, and then it was like, right, we're getting near the final and stuff, so he can play the last 3 games. Do you remember he played 45 minutes in one, then a little bit longer in the other, and it's like, right, you can start the final. I think it was that. I think that's what happened.
But I think maybe it is one of those ones where, again, it's not like Luke. No one goes to get injured or anything like that, and we know Luke Shaw's history when it comes to his broken leg in 2015 and what have you. But we see it with a lot of players just in general, don't you? When there is a major tournament on the horizon, before that season starts, they do go, right, some things maybe I wasn't taking seriously last year. I'm locking in now. It's a World Cup season, or I'm locking in now. It's a Euro season. Look at Casemiro. He's like, I'm back in the Brazil squad. I'm going to go for it one last time, go to a World Cup. So I suppose Luke Shaw in that sense is no different than most players. Because I'm sure if you speak to a lot of players, the season going into a World Cup or a major tournament, they go, look, this last summer I was a bit off it, but this summer I'm taking it seriously. I'm taking my fitness seriously. I'm going for a big push. So is it that? But it's a bit extra with Shaw, isn't it? I suppose that's the problem. It's a little bit extra.
Yeah, it is. And just in terms of the recruitment, we have to look at that because, I know a lot of people have it in for Shaw in terms of they can't forget the injuries, and I get that the dependency of him and reliability of him has been, it's been nowhere near good enough of how much he would have wanted to play, how much we would need him to play. And then a lot of other people are like, he's actually just not good. Like he's not good. I've always thought he's a competent player. I always thought he was a decent left back. He is. When he's fit, I think he's good. The only thing that we have to remember now is that the type of left back that he actually is, like, we need better. We do need better. Like, you need someone who can, bomb on forward, got real good quality, getting crosses in, can get you assists, can get shots on target. And very rarely does Luke Shaw, especially because that, ironically, under Amorim, is where Luke Shaw probably looks like that's where his future could lie. Like a left centre-back was perfect for him. Maybe not in a 2, but in a 3 with a bit of protection either side. He can read the game really well. He doesn't really get caught out of position. A lot less running because he's not going to be able to, his hamstrings ain't going to be able to handle that up and down of the demands of a left back week in, week out, which ironically, that's what Carrick's asking him to do, but it's not a game every 3 days. It's, a game every 10 days until the end of the season. and with some real big gaps. So again, he can be managed. But the future of us, when we're playing big games and a high volume of games, Luke Shaw's not going to be able to cope with the demands of a modern day left back. You know, when he was younger, you know, the Luke Shaw that we got from Southampton all those years ago that was attacking, that under Pochettino, isn't it? With Southampton. You know, that Luke Shaw that got him the £30 million move to Man United in the first place, as you know, as an 18-year-old, was a really promising, you know, attacking fullback. Do you know what? Weirdly, like Lewis Hall. Do you know what I mean? He was doing good bits. And
but what a fullback was at the time, because the role's changed a lot, hasn't it? 100%. Since we even signed him. You know, when we signed him, it was still more in that traditional vein of, you know, what you consider a fullback to be. Now it's totally different and evolved. And that is when you look at Shaw and you do go, well, for what a modern day fullback does with his fitness issues and just how he plays, he is actually better suited to probably a more modern centre back, isn't he? You know, because the physicality required to get up and down just maybe isn't there. And also as well, he's getting older. That's what happens also as well.
Well, Savage says it there. I'm pretty sure a lot of people might not agree, because I do see a lot of vitriol towards Shaw. Like, shit, should have fucking left years ago. Get him out of my club, waste of space. And listen, maybe it's a little bit of bias. I am a little bit more sentimental with Shaw. Like, I do agree it's not been good enough and he should have gone. But in terms of him, the man, like, this is I blame the club for what's happened to Luke Shaw. I blame the club for not moving him on. Like, they've given him new contracts. They've invested into him time and time again. He's just taken the contract. But Savage says, this is actually sad as a player. Yeah, you need to maybe get the fan on or whatever, you know. But he's been fighting to get fit.
Underneath. I can't get my head.
You got to pull. Yeah, you got to. Yeah.
Believe. At Zutamagruda super chatted $5. Calling it now or else I slap Flexes behind. If Arsenal bottles the lead,
come on, man.
Saliba will want out and we will sign him. That's my bold prediction.
Listen. Don't take it too far, bro. Come on. Like, we can this channel, the vibe, the community, we can have fun on that.
Yep.
But seriously, just allow it, man.
Yeah. Seriously,
like you can have fun. I can take a joke. I'm cool, but come on, man. Come on. It's getting a bit much now. That's too far. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not even technically taking it seriously, because obviously I don't know you. Like, you're not going to do that to me. But like, come on. It's getting a bit much. So just chill. And this is your chance to, like, just refrain from that vibe now and just get back to normal. It better not be. I don't even think KG would do that. I know he wouldn't do that. So yeah, just chill. But otherwise, we will have to just turn it off, and you know what I'm saying.
With Luke Shaw, because I'll get the show back on track, Fleck.
Yes.
Yeah. With Luke Shaw, you're right. I do think that it's just a case of I know that we've said before, people will say that he's not good. I disagree with that. He is a very good player, but at the same time, everyone has their limits. Everyone has, you know, their chances, and he's had a lot of them. I think it is one of those ones we're just going to have to deal with, because he's not going to go anywhere until his contract expires in 2027. And during that time, it's about trying to get the most out of him while we've got him, which I think is what we're doing now, which is all right. Then it is one game a week. You just play in the Prem. Next season,
it's easy,
hopefully, when we're in the Champions League, you know, that's when the real concern happens about which games is he going to be saved for, because he's in full Ledley King territory, isn't he? It's one game a week kind of vibe. So I don't know with him, but you're right. We need to get a left back, but also, I mean, we probably need one anyway, because what position are we saying Patrick Dorgu is now?
Well, it depends, and it depends on who the manager is. If the manager changes, which we don't know yet, if the manager changes, you could see Dorgu as an out-and-out left back. That's where he needs to play. Michael Carrick has clearly seen Dorgu as a left winger in this new look system. You would envisage that Carrick would carry on like this. I don't think he would change formation again in the summer if he got the job. So as of now, Dorgu is a left winger. But then again, we only saw when did he get injured against Arsenal? That was the second game under Carrick. He only played 2 games. So really, how do we not know that Carrick thought that's what was best for Dorgu for those 2 games? And then when we played against West Ham, when we had something a bit different, he might have put Dorgu back to left back. It's hard for us to say how he sees Dorgu as a final answer because he only played 1.5 games for him.
I forgot that about him with Dorgu.
What? I mean, obviously 2 games.
Yeah.
It's we saw the 1.5 games, bro.
But then it makes me think then how he must how amazing was he in those 1.5 games that we're you know what I mean?
It feels like it's not 1.5 games. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's our left wing is out. Well, we don't know that. He played there for 1.5 games.
Yeah.
So against a team where we were going to be in transition, so it really worked.
Yeah.
We don't know.
But then when we talk about him now, think about him, you would have thought he'd done it for 10 games in a row. But it was you're right. It's a couple of games. Yeah. But it was so good in those games. He scored 2 amazing goals, you know.
Yeah.
And got player of the match. I was just thinking, I was like, oh yeah, it was 2 games. Yeah.
Yeah. Ballon Dorgu, bro.
I know, 2 games. God, time moves so slow with Man United, doesn't it? It really does. Yeah.
1 game a week, mate.
Yeah. That is mad, actually. Yeah. But either way, depending on and it wasn't just any 2 games. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. I agree, crisscross. It wasn't just any 2 games. But yeah, either way, whatever decision's made about him, then I guess affects the left back situation, right? Because where he goes, there'll be a space in the other place. And maybe that will change things when it comes to recruiting for a left winger as well. If you decide, no, Dorgu's our guy and he's going to start there, he's going to start there most of the time, then you go, oh, maybe we don't need to go get a left winger. Maybe we've put that focus on left back. It feels like with the summer coming up, we know that the sort of first things that they're going to do is midfield. We know that's what they're going for. They said it after last summer or during last summer, midfield. But it feels like everything else outside of that could be anything, really, couldn't it? You know what I mean? It could be anything. It could be, like they're saying, could be a centre-back if Maguire goes. Could be a left winger, because if that's the formation we go in and we're saying, well, Dorgu, yes, but we just need more. We need more than just 1 actual left winger. We need 2. So yes, could still say the stuff about striker, going, Šeško needs, some support, or we need a senior striker or something like that. So yeah, the only thing that's for certain is that kind of midfield rebuild. Everything else outside of it, up in the air. And I think everyone's version of or list of how they would prioritize everything outside of midfield would probably be different too. In fact, let us know in the chat, outside of midfield. So let's say midfield's number 1, your number 1 priority. What are your other priorities in numerical order under that? What would yours be, Fleck?
My priorities would be in numerical order. What are you saying? Start with most important?
Yeah. So first one would be, and that would be midfield.
Yeah. Yeah. So midfield. Midfield, most important.
Yeah.
Left wing, like a thoroughbred left winger. So in these days, a right-footed left winger, because they got to cut in and stuff like that. So I need that. Then after a winger, someone who can cut in from that side. He's right-footed and cause big problems. I need to know what's going on at centre-back. Because I do need another one quick. If I either need to keep Harry Maguire and lock that in, or I need a new one. And then I would say right back after that. Actually, no, I would say left back first, because I think Luke Shaw's the one who's not going to be able to cope with the demands. I'd go left back, then right back. So midfield, left wing. I say centre back because it's up in the air.
Yeah.
Then left back, then right back.
Yeah, I think that's probably fair.
Yeah,
I would maybe
back up. Oh yeah, shit. No, backup striker, 100%. We need another forward.
That's what I mean.
That's actually quite important.
Think of the stuff we got to do this summer. Then,
yeah.
How many signings is that?
I don't even know if we get it all done.
No,
if
we won't do
if we say the perfect summer, counting up how many players that would be. So let's say 2 midfielders,
yeah,
maybe 3, maybe
but
3.
it'll probably be
if
2.
it's
It'll probably
perfect.
be 2. It'll probably be
No,
2.
but we're saying
Well,
perfect.
perfect. Wow, the perfect one who buy a new
All
team.
right, cool. All right, cool.
Yeah.
All right, so let's say yeah. All right, but the perfect, even if it's unrealistic, but kind of realistic. 2 midfielders,
Yeah,
one left winger,
yeah,
1 left back,
yeah.
1 right back. Are we trying to sell Dallo in the summer and get a better?
I don't think we'll sign a right back this summer.
No, I don't think it's on the list. Do
No,
I
I
take
don't
that
think
off?
it's
Is
on
that
the list.
unrealistic?
Probably a bit unrealistic. I
Okay,
think,
centre
maybe.
back is because we either need to keep Harry Maguire or let him go and buy a new one. So that's 5.
Yeah.
Backup striker.
Yeah, we're already entering into like 6 players, aren't we?
And then really, if you really want to add the backup keeper in as well.
I don't think well, I think hopefully Vitek, because there was a thing yesterday, wasn't there? Like saying Bayern Deer might have already agreed to move back to Turkey to Besiktas or something like. So maybe that might be a thing, even if Onana wants to come back. Which I also saw this yesterday. Some people saying this in the comments, and it was so true. No wonder Andre Onana wants to come back to United, because what was one of the big things that he was pushing for before it even got really shit last season? He was pushing for a new contract. Why was he pushing for a new contract? Because his current contract went down 25% because we weren't in the Champions League. And the reality is he could maybe see it as, all right, I'm going to go for a season in Turkey. I'm not wanted, but I'm going to go back. My contract's
They're going to get
go
Champions
up.
League without me.
Yeah. My contract's going to go back to what it was.
Pay rise.
I'm happy to stay, mate. I'm happy to stay. I'm going to see up my
Even
contract.
if I'm on the bench, mate. Yeah, I'll keep Lamans warm if he needs me. Don't mind. I'll compete with Lamans. That's true. On bigger wages, I'm probably be on 125 then.
Yeah, he'll be back to what he was at when he first joined. When he had that Champions League season that we dropped out for. And it does make sense.
Because of him.
You know what I mean?
Dropped out because of him.
It does make sense, And that is actually something to consider, actually moving some of these players on in the summer, which is a lot of, not all of them, because I did see that some of them had it taken out. But some of them, their wages will be going back up if we do qualify for the Champions League. And that might make it more difficult to move some of them on, because suddenly they're happy with their contracts back again. If it is like a 20 or 25% kind of rise.
Did you see, shout out Chris Willey, put out the Man United financials, and there were some other people talking about it as well, about the quarter, about like sort of the improvements that there've been in the wage bill. Oh, fuck, I want to try and find. Well, on the bullet points,
there was an operating profit that was previously a negative, and they put it down to a lot of the job cuts, didn't they?
32.6 million operating profit. Total debt is still 1.3 billion, no change there. Revenue down to 330.7 million. That's not for the whole season, though, is it?
I saw
that must be for
for the quarter.
Yeah,
the quarter.
Used 295.7 million of 350 million credit. So basically near enough used, apart from about 50 million or less, 55 million left on the credit. Cash reserve dipped to 44 million, and the importance of Champions League. But there was something that talked about the wage bill's gone down by 14 million.
Believe.
At Zutamagruda super chatted $5. As I mentioned yesterday, that's why we should terminate him instead of selling, so he doesn't get that. Brutal but deserving. He's not handsome either.
Yeah, well, that bit's up to you, but he's
But it is something to consider. That's why Zoo asked it yesterday. He said, "Would you terminate the contract?" And I said, "Well, for the hit you take, I don't know what the financial rules are going to be, because obviously PSR going and it's squad cost ratio, what have you. So I don't know what that would mean in terms of that. But if it was the situation where it's just like, should we just terminate the contract, let him go? Then yeah, if it solves the issue. But previously it would have been no, from a PSR perspective, you don't want to lose that amount of money. So I don't know. I don't know what the actual financials would be of that. But yes, when you mentioned those financial figures yesterday, there was a few different ways people were trying to spin it. One was that, like, see, look, INEOS with the job cuts and saving the money. Look at the improvement that they've done. Where when it comes to now of an operating profit, right? But at the same time, people point to, well, a lot of things still haven't changed. you know, like you said, the debt's still there. It's untouched. I think it's actually got bigger.
Yeah.
You know, there are still aspects of things, you know, the raised ticket prices, the treatment of some people with their season tickets as well. There's quite a few sort of horror stories of people being moved around with season tickets, or people trying to enter the ground at the beginning of the season, their season tickets didn't work anymore and what have you. So, okay, your operating profits up. But this is the other thing as well. Like that, yeah, that's what Sir Jim Ratcliffe's good at, making money and being brutal with job cuts to make money. But he's not very good at running a sporting operation. And he's also not very good at, well, sports really in general. You know what I mean? So, yeah, he's done what he's known for doing, which is making money. But it's not money that like really positively affects the clubs. I mean, I suppose from a sporting perspective, somewhat. But it's really still the big winners are still the Glazers, isn't it? You know, the Glazers are still just
100%.
looking from afar going, oh, yeah.
Yeah, and these are the things that's why, you know, the protests should and will always remain until they're not here anymore, until the real things are not covered up. I think, look, in the immediate, they've covered up a few things. You know, if we go through it, Samuel Lucas, he's written it all. Well, he hasn't written it all. This is the actual quotes. Employee benefit expenses for the quarter were 75.1 million, a decrease of 7.4 million, or 9%. Over the prior year, due to the impact of headcount reduction programs implemented during the prior year. So they're basically saying, like what you said, Owen, the reductions in staff and the redundancies has saved. It's a decrease of 7.4 million. They've saved on that. Man United commercial revenue is down from 85 in the second quarter to 78. And look, that's expected, isn't it? Because we're in no competitions.
Mm-hmm.
You know, not doing too well. Club's still without a training ground and training kit sponsor, while partnerships with Melita and Marriott Bonvoy ended last year. So again, that's why there's a gap there. Club say sponsorship revenue was 37.2 million, a decrease of 5.8 million, primarily due to the club's training kit sponsorship agreement with Tezos in the prior year, which ended before the start of the 25-26 season. So again, we lost Tezos as well. So we've lost some deals and they haven't been replaced, essentially. So yeah, we're going to expect some losses, but they're basically trying to say that, you know, they think that those things will be back to being replaced again.
Yeah. Well, and also when it comes to INEOS in general, there was this story as well. I don't know if you saw this, basically saying that Sir Jim's looking to sell off parts of it because INEOS got a lot of debt. A lot of debt. This came from The Guardian saying the chemicals empire owned by Jim Ratcliffe is in talks to sell parts of the business in hope of raising hundreds of £1 billion to tackle its rising debts. INEOS Group is scrambling to cut costs and reduce its debts amid a prolonged downturn in the global chemicals industry. Ratcliffe, who's the UK's 7th richest person, has described this as unsurvivable for chemical plants in Europe.
Oh, they're going to go bust by fucking Easter, are they?
Exactly. Do you start to see a bit of a pattern, don't you? You know what I mean?
Yeah, bro.
For someone who's
I've got to make
he's
redundancies.
always crying poverty, isn't he? You know
Owen, Owen, this is the saying of, this is how my mum always used to say to me, the grandparent, this is how the rich stay rich, bro. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because they do these type of things, and when it comes to making big decisions or being unpopular, like he said, he don't care.
No.
So, you know, as the 7th richest man in Europe, in the UK, sorry, at one point he was the highest, not long ago.
Yeah.
Finding how quick the rich get richer than the rich. But yeah, he's that's it. They'll plead poverty, say it's unsurvivable, all of this stuff, and like you say, go sell off parts of his INEOS empire, and then be living nice, getting the rewards while he's sitting there cussing the immigrants while he's immigrating. Is an immigrant in Monaco. So whatever. Like this is what they do.
And on Ratcliffe as well, Samuel Lucas, he wrote a bit about Casemiro yesterday, saying about where he could possibly going, saying he might want to stay in Europe. And this was a thing saying, well-placed sources said Casemiro felt disrespected by Sir Jim Ratcliffe's comments last March, saying that he was one of 5 players that the INEOS regime had inherited. You surprised by that at all?
No, no. Of course, he would have felt disrespected. I mean, look, listen. Again, so Jim was coming in on that tip of like when he named Rasmus at the time as well, didn't he? Of like players they're still paying for. I remember that interview. Basically saying that they're crap and we're still paying for them. And look, there can be some
And
truth
it's funny because some of the words he was saying at the time, it was like, "Oh, yeah, good," because Casemiro is on too much wages, and and Anthony is rubbish, and Højlund is rubbish as well, which is again kind of true. But again, it goes back to it always goes back to coaching, doesn't it? It goes back to coaching because, as we've said now, if Casemiro is playing well, then you go, "Don't be harsh." don't be harsh. Don't take
Exactly.
the piss
It changes, and I still stick by that. The value for money we got off Casemiro, it still hasn't been there.
No,
like
not
to have a whole season off and be
wages.
as bad as he was in that period before his rebirth. That alone is like unforgivable when you're on that type of money. That shouldn't have happened. So I think again, both sides of the mouth, two things can be partially true. What he has been committed, he's been a top pro. He's shown some high levels at times. He's been consistent when he's been all right, when he's scored goals and stuff. And this season he's important, and even last season, he showed some importance. So those things can be true, but that doesn't mean that is a good return on 70. He scored in the cup final, but that doesn't mean that's a good return on 70 million and one of the highest paid players in the whole division. It's not. It's not. That is where you go. That's where I'll do it, Owen, and say someone's had to say, I tell you what, it was before INEOS' time, but that Casemiro signing, that was, fucking money well spent. Well, no, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that. That's not probably the return you're looking for somebody who's on that type of money. This is astronomical. 370. We're not talking about 150 grand a week here and a 40 million
350, isn't it? 350.
Yeah, it's on 350, bro. 300. And I love Cas, by the way, but we can't go overboard. That's where I would do what you was doing with Sonny Lovins, even though you was wrong. But that's where I would apply it to something like the Casemiro thing. Because
I don't think we can sit here and go, oh yeah, he was disrespected. That was wrong of Sir Jim to do. When, let's be honest, a lot of us were saying the same thing
at that time. That was when the football had left him. That bit there.
Yeah, exactly. But like I said, it does always go back to coaching, doesn't it? Because there is evidence to prove, isn't there, that the reason he was looking so bad at the time is because he wasn't being used, to get the best out of him. He was being put in positions where he was going to look shit. So we all heavily criticize that. But also, this is, like you said, it's a great example of two things being true at the same time. That is true. So we didn't get the best out of him. And that's only exaggerated the problems that people had with the wage that he was on. But at the same time, the wages are too high and the transfer fee hasn't really reflected in what we've got from him. So they're both of them are kind of true there. Like, yes, like what we said was disrespectful. Casemiro has earned more respect than that, and he wasn't being used properly, which made him look worse. But still, wages and transfer fee was too high. That also was true and did need to be fixed. Hence why he's not staying, because his wage is so high that even a wage cut is still one of the highest paid players at the club, which was a problem. There's nowhere to go. That used to be the problem with our contracts in the first place, going back to Ed Woodward or going back to John Murtough, is that these players, it would do a little bit, get given a big contract, and then there's nowhere to go, is there? There's nowhere to go. Like that's the problem with the whole Cobby thing, wasn't it? Like if you gave Cobby Mainoo a contract that was like 200k a week, he's still so young. The only way to go is up there. That's already spiraling out of control, isn't it? You know what I mean? You've got to have somewhere to go on that wage structure, because if you put it straight at the top, then what you're going to do? So yeah, that was the problem with the Casemiro one. Financially, it's still a bad deal to make, but he's also, how he's been used, and maybe some of the things that have been said about him aren't the most respectful and shouldn't have maybe been said about him. Particularly now he's, between now and the end of the season, he was 34 this week, wasn't he? I think he was 34 a couple of days ago. Still one of our most important players.
Yeah, exactly. And
when he goes off, we lose.
It shows, when he goes off, we lose, which is also two things to be true. That looking at what the team is like, that shouldn't be happening. How could someone at his age be having that much say when he's not even, like, we're looking for somebody better than that. Like, we're looking at the Elliot Anderson that will give us all action, give us everything, this, that, and the third, So, I think that, listen, big respect to Casemiro is going to be hugely important in the running. Has been hugely important to getting us top four. And it'll be sad when he leaves from an emotional perspective in terms of, listen, thank you for really fighting for this club. Someone put up that when, what's his name, Schweinsteiger was celebrating one of our goals. They were like, you just know this is going to be Casemiro next year and stuff like. He's going to be like once a red, always a red, like all of that stuff. And I respect that.
Big Yo-Yo super chatted $4.99. Owen, props to your accountability. I would like to match the other members' donation for the belt. If we finish third, I will cover the other's half. Flexed bicep emoji.
Wait.
Whoa.
Are we saying here, right? Are we saying here? Because United Love, who actually DM'd me and was like, I'm being deadly fucking serious. If we finish third, I will do half the belt. Is Big Yo-Yo saying the same thing here? That if we finish third, Big Yo-Yo and United Love are going to do it?
That is crazy. The UV community is basically... How has this happened? How is this? They've all gathered round the fire pit to say...
Big Yo said dead serious. All right. Well, if that's what you want to do, All Elite says he's in as well. Bloody hell.
They've got round the fire pit and they're like, we're getting Owen this belt. Like, this is just mad.
But we've got to finish third first. You know what I mean? We've got to finish third.
Yeah. Well, yeah, exactly. There's still a task to do. Wow. There you go.
Wow.
Riri, shout out sis. Riri saying, what's this voiceover AI reading?
A Man United WWE Championship.
I mean, Riri, bad girl Riri, you must have missed it. It's been moving mad. Seriously, it's been moving mad. Owen deserves it. We support injustices.
Wow.
He's got you.
Hey.
Shit. Look at this.
Hey. Third place is what we need. Third place.
Yeah, we do. Wow. Look at that. Wow. It's nearly there.
If it wasn't even more tense now watching the games. Oh my goodness. I did. Did you? And by the way, thank you very much. Like, that is ridiculous. So we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. But did you see this, by the way, Flex? About Tyler Adams, who was talking about Bruno Fernandes and about how difficult it is to play against him.
Yes.
This was quite interesting.
It's impossible to take Bruno Fernandes out of a game. He can make something out of nothing, but also he just goes and finds the game. So he completely ruins your tactics of the way that you want to play. Oh, Bruno Fernandes should be here, but 70% of the game, he won't be there. I'm not really around him. I'm not able to really defend him. So it becomes difficult, but he's a ridiculously talented player.
Interesting.
Yeah. I mean...
At Lilioyo1 super chatted £9.99. Did you hear about the lemon who robbed a bank with another fruit? It was his partner in lime. Lemon emoji, smiley face emoji.
So that's what? How many is that for Sunday now? 4. Is that 4?
Yeah.
All right. To be honest, I'm probably going to need it because Elimination Chamber is the night before. It's on Saturday. So Sunday I'll be tired. So that will wake me up. With pain, but
Yeah, with pain. I was going to say you're not going to be in a great state, but you'll be up.
It's 4. It's 4. All right.
All right. Before we finish off, yes, big up to Tyler Adams for stating. Yeah, look, listen, we can say things of like, oh, give the ball away and just that he's not that good. You have to listen to people who play against him every game.
That's a pro. You know what I mean? That's a pro.
At John Dineo 2496 super chatted £5. You are saying we need better. Anderson will give more legs but is nowhere near the level of Cass in both boxes. Neither Cobby or Anderson are.
Well, we'll certainly miss.
Really?
You'll certainly miss Cass goals. No doubt about that. But I suppose
Anderson, I'll give you that.
This is when you go back to your making up, isn't it? And who you replace him with, because Elliot Anderson will give you things that Cass can't give you now. But you're right, that goal scoring burden then has to go to somewhere else, doesn't it? Maybe that's the other midfielder you get. Maybe that's the other midfielder that you get, or maybe that goal scoring burden goes to the left winger that you get, or maybe next season, another season of Premier League for Šeško. Maybe he's smashing them in by that point, and you go, well, we don't really miss it that much.
Yeah, exactly. You've got to play in a different way and get different things out of different players. Aminor says, Aminor, Marcel's lawyer, says, Owen, we need to discuss injury-prone Licho Delit. It's very interesting you say this because I am meeting one Dr. Andre today. And we will be, doing. He sent me, this is fantastic. He's already sent me his agenda. He's already sent me some of his notes.
Okay.
And he sent me some stuff. I could see a whole bunch of diagrams. And one of them, this is so funny. One of them says, so I can't really see that one. It's a little bit blurry. I'm checking my phone. I was like, wow.
Put your glasses on.
It's a real life thing.
Glasses on, Flex. Getting old.
That screen is just a little bit too blurry because on WhatsApp it didn't open up big enough. It says something about a fascia. I saw something. I literally saw. Oh no, facet. It said facet, not fascia. I took a quick glimpse. Okay, facet. Okay, facet. That's fine. Anyway, he said angle for today. Here's what we'll be talking about. Delete.
Believe. Take your profit super chatted $10. 4 is not a good number. Let's make it 5.
All right. 5. Well, those match views are long, so I can space it out.
Space it out. Jesus Christ. I know, and I'm not there to look after you as well. Neither's DJ, so I think maybe do 2 or 3, and then
I was reading yesterday. I have water. So you got to like wash the acid out of your mouth. Yeah. Just be careful.
I will. Cut a long story short, though, Aminor, hold tight because I am meeting Dr. Andre later, and we will be debunking Delict's back injury and back injuries in general, and why there's so much stigma around it, talking about sciatica and relating it to our everyday life. I've had family members and people, close to me that got sciatica and had sciatica.
At Daniel Luciano 8,240 super chatted $9.99. Why not 6?
Why not?
I'm being
At Big Yo-Yo super chatted $4.99. Didn't realize Marcel was back on the show talking about fascia, smiley face emoji.
I know, the old fascia. Yeah. Okay. Owen, just take your time on match day. I'm being dead serious because you need to get through it, and you're no good to any of us if you're finished. You're not good to anyone.
Believe.
I got Kristen.
At Kristen 2,712 super chatted £9.99. 6? How about lucky 7?
You started off now with more than the first time.
He sounded so, didn't he? 6? Yeah.
Lucky number 7.
I'll have to line them. I'll line them up. I'll line them up in front of me, and then at different points in the stream, I'll just have to.
Yeah, but not 7 in one stream, bro.
Well, I don't. Or maybe I can. Maybe I can do.
He's working it out. He hasn't worked out what that looks like. You're gonna have to go off and work.
Maybe I can. Maybe I can just sort of chip away at that. Like I might do 1 tomorrow.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah.
I'm not on stream on Saturday as well, so maybe I'll do 2 tomorrow.
Yeah. I keep trying to get them down.
Yeah.
All right, cool. And then there's Trinity as well. I know it won't be on Trinity, to be fair. It's in the morning shows.
Believe. At Daniel Luciano 8,240 super chatted $9.99. Why was 6 scared of 7? Cause 7, 8, 9. Believe. At Lilio 1 super chatted £9.99. 7? 8 is great. Smiley face emoji, lemon emoji, lemon emoji, lemon emoji, lemon emoji, lemon emoji.
Now, how am I going to do this?
This is not good. You have
this
to.
Is not good. It's not good.
You're gonna, because now what happened is today. What's happened today is you've started off with more than fucking the original.
I started off with 1. I started off with 1, and now it's
no. But you did
9.
4 in 1, the other day, didn't you?
No, I did 5 yesterday. yesterday.
And that's what I'm saying. And now they've added an extra what? How many? 7.
I think I'm on 9 now.
No, but you've done 5 already, so they've already added.
No. This is a new 9.
This is what I'm saying. Yeah, it's what I'm saying. So you've got more today than you did yesterday.
Yeah.
And you had to come on taking a break.
Yeah.
So you can't do 9 in a match for you, bro. You can't.
No. So I'm gonna have to do 1 tomorrow. I'm gonna have to do a couple tomorrow. I'll do a couple.
Yeah.
Tomorrow.
Oh, sorry. So it's on 8. It must be on 8 then.
No, because Daniel Luciano and Louis came in straight.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
All right, we need to get off the airwaves quick because this is getting
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Right. Okay. So
Oh.
I'll do one tomorrow morning. And I'll do.
At Take Your Profit super chatted $10. Hey Owen, what is 5 plus 5?
They've rounded it off. They've rounded it off. We have to get out quick. Just shut the show down. Take your profit. I mean, guys, do you know what it is? I want to thank them and say big up everyone for this, but like they're ruining you, bro. I shouldn't really condone it. If I'm honest, this is your idea, bro. This is your idea.
I know.
So I'm like,
oh God.
At Daniel Luciano 8240 super chatted $9.99. Owen, we good? Want to make sure you're not having too many of these? Oh shoot, is this a yellow super chat?
so rude.
Guys, you see how I started the show this morning? I was hood up and glasses on. Like, I'm going to be like
rude. Do you know what I've realized? Between you doing that, the Zoota guy, whatever, these don't care about us, bro. They don't care about us.
They do care. They care so much that they want accountability. Yeah, and they admire accountability.
Yeah, but at the expense of this, it's this ridiculous.
Okay, right. So let's just figure this out. Okay, so it's 11. 11. It's 11. It's 11. So I'm not going to be able to do them all this week. That's just facts. I'm not going to be able to do them all this week. So I'll do one in the morning tomorrow, one in the on Trinity. So that'll be down to 9.
Yeah.
I will do maybe like 3 or 4 during the match view.
He's gonna be like a Lannister.
And then it's just gonna have to carry on. I'll have to carry that. And then I might have to have a break on the Monday because that will. And then on Tuesday, it's just gonna keep until I've knocked them all out. Then I'll do it.
Okay. And then what you're gonna do? Stop. You got to like pause it because it's gonna keep. You're gonna get overflow. They're not gonna let you get to the end of finish. Like you'll get to like, I've got 3 left, and then they're gonna start. So you need to either have a pause of it to complete it, and then you've paid your debts.
Well, just look. They'll tire out eventually.
Yeah, true.
I'll test their gangster. Okay. Yeah.
Right.
They'll tire out.
All right. Okay, guys, have a blessed day. Don't do anything sour, and just chill. Just relax yourself.
Yeah.
At Zuta Magruda super chatted $5. We win the league and I double the Holder Nation. Shake on it, Owen. Hug on it, Flex. Non-sus way, of course. At Lilioyo1 super chatted £9.99. Oops, my finger slipped. Add another lemon emoji, lemon emoji, lemon emoji.
You guys are fucking brutal.
Told you. Take your profit says you either do this or go face KG's severe will. This is probably worse. This is probably worse than the severe will. The severe will is probably just is one thing. So I don't know. This is probably worse if I'm honest.
All right. Well, we're down to 12.
All right.
We're down up to 12.
Yeah, up to 12. Guys, have a blessed day. Whatever you choose to do, maybe go and be nice to people. Don't inflict this much pain and suffering on people in your normal day. You've had your dose of being horrible. Go and be nice. Go and be nice, people. We'll see you. We'll see you when we see you. Big up.
Yeah, I got Trafford talk later.
Oh yeah, Trafford talk later as well. Big up, guys. You little pagans.